We're trying to do this paradigm shift from pounds and inches to, really just appreciate where you catch the fish. Be proactive and learn as much as we can about this fish before they're gone.
Fishing for red-eye bass definitely takes you to the most gorgeous places. You have to put in a little work to get there.
They've been losing a lot of their native range. They've been extirpated. That was more of a cry for help. If we could get people out on these waters, experiencing the different river systems, we thought that would kind of create a group of people that appreciate the resource enough to fight for it.
My name is Beth Meeks, and I'm originally from Jasper, Alabama. I am a block print artist. Work on fish prints, floral prints, all kinds of stuff. I got this message one day, hey, I really like what you're doing with the red-eye bass. I would like for you to do a specific species for me. I had my colors down, like I had everything. And so I sent him my first draft, and he was like, okay, so if you could just make some more spots here. And I was like, okay, I can do that. Did that, sent it back to him, and he sent a message back. Could you make the eyelid just a little bit more moving this way towards the eyeball? All right, who does this guy think he is? What, did he write the book on red-eye bass? Who is he?
My name's Matt Lewis. I wrote a book called Fly Fishing for Red-Eye Bass, an adventure across southern waters.
So turns out he did. He wrote the book. But after that, we kind of had a friendship, joking back and forth. You're the map.
Hey, it's confusing. I'll do something stupid and break my rod. When I tell people that fly fish for trout primarily, if they will try red-eye bass fishing, they're never going to look back.
My whole experience with this is being out in the water, wading in it.
It takes you to some of the most wild places left.
And these fish are only found in very specific spots. When you catch one, you know that you've caught a native species that is meant to be in that exact location.
They don't live in ugly places. People say that about trout, but it's true about red-eye bass as well.
And every species has a different location, something very specific.
To see a fish that is that beautiful, that colorful, just completely annihilate this massive popper that lands in a plunge pool, it doesn't compare to trout fishing at all. It's just so much better. Our research has shown that they are disappearing and they don't occur in their historical range. About the time I released my book, I was talking to a friend of mine, things that we could do to increase awareness for red-eye bass. People wanted to conserve the fish, but they also wanted to catch the fish, so we had this really good marriage of conservation and the pursuit of these fish. We came up with the idea of doing a Redeye Slam, so trying to catch all of those in one calendar year, then they would commemorate that with a certificate. A lot of slams in fly fishing, it's an individual pursuit. Like you're getting a certificate for you accomplishing that feat. Whereas this, you can do this together, something you can team up with a buddy. A while back, I saw a news story where these two brothers completed the slam in one day, which is a pretty neat feat because logistically that's just challenging with the travel time needed to get to each of those river systems.
You're going to lots of different locations, the Tallapoosa, the Coosa, the Cahaba, and the Warrior.
It's kind of been eaten at me because that's something I haven't done. So I was talking to Mary Beth at a event in Birmingham, and we were talking about how neat it would be to do something like that. And Mary Beth has been instrumental in this whole movement because she's been doing prints of different red-eye bass so that people can commemorate their catches. So we decided we're going to attempt the slam in one day. Going to get this done today. 4 species in one day, all over Alabama. We're going to do it.
I gotta say, I was a little bit more nervous this morning.
Yeah, today's got a different hit to it.
Yeah, I almost listened to some AC/DC on the way here.
Oh, yep, that's a Cahaba bass. Well, like all red-eye bass, they have this blue crescent on the back half of the eye. They've got these white edges on the upper and lower margins of the tail fin. So it's nice to celebrate that. First fish of the day, got the skunk off relatively quickly. Now we got to move on and see what's next. For the Coosa bass, we're gonna, target some public land. It's the highest point in Alabama up there.
Foothills of the Appalachians.
Foothills of the Appalachians. They stay cool year round. We're pressed for time, so we've got one down. Three more to go. Right over here, it just loops down. Here we go, here we go. The Coosa bass, you see this red coloration in the edges of the tail fin. You still have those white edges on the upper and lower margins of the tail fin. You have a lot of usually blue coloration around the cheeks, the underbelly here, the back, kind of leopard print. Just a pretty fish.
What? Oh no! Okay, hold on. Where in the hell is Matt? I can't see him. Did he say that we're going this way? I guess I'm gonna fish through all these spots that Matt has already gone through.
That is amazing.
Look at that! Look how orange! Okay, so this is a warrior bass. And you can see, God, this one's got bright orange. Matt! I have a warrior bass, and it's beautiful! I'm glad I could pull my weight through this a little bit.
Yeah, no, you saved us on the warrior bass, because had you not caught this, the slam would be over.
We have one more to go, and typical Alabama weather's like, you know what, this last species, we're gonna make it hot as hell.
Yep. So I usually park on the other side above the bridge.
I feel like I got robbed on that one.
Freaking bluegill, are you kidding me? Stress, anxiety. There should be a fish right in there. All these places should be fish. I'm over it. It's a bass, I think. Yes. No, it's a bluegill. And sometimes for me, like I've said before, it's more about where I catch the fish, how I catch the fish. I want it to be in a wild place where that fish is native, and I just feel like that's the purest experience you can have. When you get away from that, it's like I just feel like I'm doing something like fabricated, you know. I think there's a pool up here. Hopefully we can get this Tallapoosa bass knocked off. If we can't, I don't know where else we're gonna get one. That's a Tallapoosa bass. We did it.
I mean, it's perfect. It's
Yep.
perfect.
They also have these just like holographic scales that are, you know, shimmer kind of green, blue, bronze. Yes!
We did it!
We completed the slam. We caught 4 species of bass in 4 different watersheds, which is just a logistical nightmare. Honestly, didn't think we would do it. I thought we would maybe catch 3 of the 4, but we did it. Because we're always waiting on the camera guy. The camera guy just... Dang it. No!